Good evening, guys. And today we're talking about the multiple streams of income and how to take $60 and turn it into $10,000. And the way we're going to do it is applying the 10 by 10 by 10 methodology. So let's start off with the first slide. So what we need to do is build leaders, and also how do you find leaders in business? Because a lot of us is chasing mainly customers, but we don't actually get leaders to help us build our business going forward. So one of the things is what I've learned, what lockdown has taught me is, number one, is that everybody is trying to sell you an opportunity. Doesn't matter if it's crypto or wellness or a course or a coaching course. Everybody is out there to sell you something what you don't actually need. Now, what I'm trying to do here is to show people that depending what you want in life is to understand what your desire and passion is, and make your life a bit easier. And the other thing what I like to explain to you is that most companies tend to focus on one company. Because if you focus on one company, that's how you're going to get most of your successes. Yeah, sometimes it's true that you can just focus on one company, but there's a problem. What happens if that company goes down and you've got 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 members? Yeah, are you going to start building up your customer base again? Yeah, are you going to build up your community again? So, as I say, is focus on the three S's. Keep it simple, look for a solution, and look for a system. And those are the things that the person has to look at. At the same time, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, I've seen it now just in South Africa alone. We had a company called MTI. It's just taken people for close to $3.5 billion in crypto. And there was another company just last week, also in the crypto space, taking some more people for close to another $3 billion. So that's a bit scary. And then you've got a lot of these affiliated companies or retailers. They come into the business and you put your monies into shares, and they can even lose. So those are a lot of things where I say focus on multiple streams of income and see how you can monetize on that. So how do you do this? I said focus on helping prospects to become leaders and help your leaders to become better leaders, and their leaders become better leaders. So what I'm talking about is if you found 10 leaders, so let's say, for instance, you only find one leader per month, and you find 10 leaders a year, and those 10 leaders do exactly the same. So basically, in 2 years' time, you can have a leadership base of nearly 1,000 people in your business by just applying duplication. So the question is, would you prefer money to start the business but you have no clients? Or would you prefer unlimited leads for your business but have no money? Would it be one or would it be two? Which one would you choose? And most of the people will choose two because most people want leads. Because a lot of us might have the money, but we don't know how to find the leads. But then you look at the Bob Proctor scenario, which speaks about investing your time for an income, which is the M1 strategy. M2 strategy is invest in investment and receive an income. But the problem comes in with invest your time for an income. 95% of the population will invest their time for a job. And job actually stands for just on broke. So investing your pension on an income, I know a lot of governments are borrowing against the state pension to look after the parastatal. So how safe is your investment really? Then the M3 strategy is invest in yourself where you can have time, money, and freedom. So let me ask you this. If you had to choose between self-development, which comes with goal settings, visualization, mentorship, having affirmations, mastermind groups, or having a business with a residual income or passive income that, you know, while you sleep, your money works for you. Or having a business where you can build and find leaders. Or having a business with endless leads and a tracking tool. Or having a platform you can create your own videos about your business with your own referral link. Or having an international business with multiple sources of income which you can track through one platform. Which one would it be? Or will it be all of the above? Now, if it's all of the above, and that's the one you chose, this is a platform which I'm involved in, and it's called Noble Goldman. But before I'm going to go into the business opportunity, I want to show you what I've done for my ecosystem. My ecosystem is I have to look after self first. So I'll start looking through my self-development. My next one is I'm involved with a company called GS Partners, which has got a debit card and a crypto card and teaches me a little bit about crypto. I'm also in a company called CashFX, which teaches me and helps me to track my money in the Forex trade. So what I like about this platform, you don't have to market it. You can generate a return on a weekly basis. And number 4 is the bank card, the GS Partners Lifestyle Card. So where I can put my money in, I can convert it into crypto, I can convert it into fiat from dollars to pounds to euros, and I can buy my cappuccino with this card. And anybody that's affiliate below me, if they swipe the card, I get paid. So that's an awesome way of generating another passive income. So the next one, I'll look at health and wellness. And I just want to take, just hang on one second. I've got somebody that wants to come into Noble Goldman. And I'm in a health and wellness product called Neolife. Now, this product is not in Noble Goldman, but I've been working with this product for the last 3 years. And the reason I chose this product is because it helps me with my dietary. And because I had cancer in 2015, I've been using their supplements, and it's helped me out quite a bit. And my next product, which I use, is Property. Now, Property is where I use all my different tools from my self-development, from my crypto, from my Forex, and commissions, where I can now have money to invest in a property, get my transfer fees, put a deposit down, and use that as a platform for my long-term goals, as well as my legacy, to leave a legacy for my kids. So that's what I put my portfolio together. Your portfolio might be totally different. I'm not saying you have to follow mine, but having some form of multiple streams of income, we can assist you by applying the same rules. So here are some of the rules what I use. So if I look at Noble Goldman as an example, Noble Goldman has got 3 different platforms. They've got the Gold Star, which is a 1-tier program, which if I introduce somebody, I get a 50% commission. I can then invite them to a 30-day quest, which is only $30, which is $1 a day, which works on a 3-tier, 50%, 15%, and 10%. And then I've got the Vault. which is $100 a month, which is 50%, 15, and 10%. Now, applying the 10 by 10 rules, so if I bring in 10 people into Noble Goldman at $60, I will get $300. If I bring them into the Quest, sorry, and this is not per month, this is only once off, 10 by 10 times 30, I'm going to get $150. So the tier 2, it's a 10 by 10, I'm going to get $450. Tier 3, if those 10 bring in their 10, it becomes 1,000 people times the 30 by 10%, you're earning $3,000. Now, what is quite important, why I put the slide up, is because you started with $60 by using the Gold Star package, you can now take $30 out of that to join the Quest and show your team what you've done. They will come in and duplicate exactly what you've done, and their team will do exactly the same. What you then do is, from the 30-day Quest, you start moving your team over to the Vault, and you duplicate exactly the same. Now you can see how your money is starting to work for you. So let's say, for instance, you've come in at level 2 with your team. You're now generating $1,500 per month, but you actually started with $60 by coming into Noble Goldman by just using the cash flow model with the self-development Gold Star package. But what's also important is you can now bring your team into whatever MSI you've got in Noble Goldman. So let's say, for instance, I brought my team into GS Partners, which is $149. And it goes 9 levels deep. My cash FX is $300. So all I do is I duplicate of the money which I've generated out of my Noble Goldman commission, and I bring them back into cash FX. So there is about 7 tiers of income streams, but also the 5% that you can get paid in interest and fees without trying to market the product. The GS Partners lifestyle card, 9 levels deep, and every time they swap the card, you earn commission. Neolife is $46. You get paid by the customers. Sometimes you get a lot of customers that purely just wants it for a dietary system, and that gives you the opportunity. And by building my residual income up, I can start using that money, start flipping properties or renting the properties out to build my portfolio. And I use a methodology what Grant Cardone has taught me. So I'm following Grant Cardone and using his principles of applying these rules to build up my property portfolio. So by using your lifestyle card, and this is what I've done, or what I'm going to do, is Noble Goldman can pay my commissions in my card, GS Partners can pay my commissions, Cash FX, as well as Neolife, and receive my rental income in my card. And it's an MSI where I can move my crypto around, my Forex around, and earn 9 levels deep of commission. Now, guys, I'm not there to promote any of these products. All I'm saying is you might be in another MSI, but you can apply the same methodology to make your business work. Some of us might be in Organa, some might be in the travel business, some might be in the coaching business. All it is just applying the duplication methodology. So let's look at the stats in the network marketing field. 70% of people in the network marketing and affiliated field will do 70%, will do 0 in the business, 70% of all affiliates. 20% will do between 1 and 2. 5% will do between 3 and 5, and 3% will be doing between 6 and 9. But what's important, the 2% will do more than 10 recruits. The first group of this will only do 30% of all new business, where the 2% will grow leaders, build business builders. They will change other people's lives because they understand how the system works by applying the duplication methodology. And they will recruit 70% of the business and do 20% of new business. So what happens after 20 days, or getting 20 recruits in 30 days? 12 recruits will do something. 8 will do something in 90 days. 1 will do 50% of the 4, and 2% or 2 will be active more than 5 years. And these are the people I'm looking for. They are the leaders, and they are the gold to your business. A lot of the other people will be customers. So I look at the leaders as my number one priority, and I'm also looking at my customers, because depending on what product I've got. But if you look at it in 30 months, the same rules apply. You know, some people just see it as an opportunity but never take action. But if you get into this business, you have to apply the 20-day rules, because success loves speed. And you have to duplicate it every 30 days. Because if you're not going to focus on this, you're going to run out of runway. Mona, as you said, you used to work for an airline company. If that airplane doesn't take off, you're going to run out of runway. And the network marketing business is exactly the same. So what happens to your income by just getting 20 people in on a monthly basis? What will your commission be? What will your bonuses be? Your extra customers that you're going to start generating? What will your income be worth in 12 months' time? Your passive income, what you're going to get for a lifetime. Your rank advantage. You'll become a role model to your leaders. And you're going to create the status. A lot of us might not be sitting in the States, and we look at the dollar as our number one currency, because in South Africa, it's 15-1. But if you want to be successful, we have to decide, is this for me? If this is for you, are you hungry enough to take it on? Are you coachable? And are you prepared to face your fears? And what I like about Noble Goldman is we've decided to get into Noble Goldman because it helps us out to overcome your fears, because we got mentors, we got coaches, we got people taking us by the hand, leading us, mentoring us, and we're all coachable. And what people don't realize, the power of Noble Goldman, is because we've got a lead generator which no other marketing company has got. Because we've got social media, we can rate our customers by hot and cold. We've got about 27 mastermind Facebook links, which we can get the leads from through different campaigns. And we can check where we are with our customers. How awesome is this? We can even see how many people we've got in our business, how many members we've got, how many partners, and how many leaders. This is one of my first slides I had. This slide is about 12 months old. But this is what I've learned through Noble Goldman by using their backend as their tracking tool and the candidate tool by generating leads into the business. So let's see what.
Finally, let me just leave you with this.
Just hang on 1 second.
Every single one of you need to think bigger than you're currently thinking. The world is not served by you playing small. Think bigger. It's time for you to expand your mind. It's time for you to double your goals and double them again. If you don't have goals that make you sweat a little bit, that scare you a little bit, you're playing too small. The world is not served by you playing small. Think bigger. Number two, it's time to be stronger. You need to be stronger. Stronger than your circumstance, stronger than your excuses, stronger than your upline or downline, stronger than the company, stronger. Take charge. Stop blaming. You got this. And number three, you need to move faster. Success loves speed. Slow and steady does not win the race. If you're going to do it now. If you're going to register for GoPro, register today. If you're going to recruit 20 people, instead of in 30 months or 30 weeks, recruit 20 people in 30 days. Same people, completely different result. Success loves speed.
So guys, this is the first part of my presentation. So my next part is going to do is, how do you apply the Lord approach? Any questions on the first part of my presentation?
No, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Mona. Hello, Rini. Hello, Corey. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Fikiri. So my next presentation is going to be how to apply the Lord approach.
What is the Lord approach?
That's what we're going to find out, Rini. So just hang on 1 second. So the Lord approach, applying the Lord approach, and we all use it in business. And what is the Lord approach? It stands for location, occupation, recreation, and dream. And this is how to attract the right people to come into your products or services. So what I want to do here is to show people how to apply the Lord approach. Doesn't matter if you a script writer, doesn't matter if you in network marketing, selling a product, insurance, cars, even estate agents. You can apply the Lord approach to everything. And also by applying the Lord approach, you'll get high quality leads and getting better paying customers. Now, the reason why I'm working through the Lord approach, because we've got 3 different types of clients that we deal with, or customers. I'll call them the A-level client, the B-level client, and the C-level client. Now, the C-level client is people that always look up to us. We always feel we're the important person because we've got people looking up to us. But the problem is, they're actually the people that's actually hampering your growth, because they might be working for a company. They're the person that might say to you, I love your product. I'm going to join the end of the month. End of the month comes and they'll say, well, my car broke down. I need a radiator. I'll join your product next month. There's always some form of excuses. The B level is a person that's the same as us. Same income group, same gym, same sport. Could be family members. These people are basically quite difficult to work with because they've always got an answer for everything. They will tell you, yes, my friend tried it, it never worked. I've tried it, it's not for me. It's a scam, it's a Ponzi scheme. And you get all of the negativity from a lot of these type of people. But the people that we want to work with is the A level. And the A level is people we look up to. These are people that understand risk, they understand failure, they understand looking at opportunities. And who are these people? And I'm going to go into the Lord approach to show you how to look at these people by applying the Lord by using social media. So the first thing what we have to do is find the contacts, invite them to a presentation, follow up after the presentation and get them signed up. And we then help our leaders to apply the duplication. So let's look at how do we invite them? So it's depending on what script we're going to use. Ask them what did they like most about a presentation and let them tell you why they want to sign up, because people buy from people. This type of business, what we're in, we never sell. And what we're going to do is next week, I'm going to show people how people can purchase from us. So let's get to location. Where does your prospect live? Is he in a high income group, a medium income group, or a low income group? But there's a product for everybody depending in what income group you want to work with. So some of us might feel happy in the medium income group. Like for instance, I done a presentation this morning and one lady says, I'm happy with dealing with a lot of teachers because I'm comfortable, because I'm a teacher, because I can relate to their business. So sometimes we can look at that location and depending on what your product is. We can also look at the location. Do they live close to the sea? Do they live in the mountains? Are they farming community? Because the reason why I use location is I can say to Irenia says, well, I see you in America. Which part of America you are? And so now we're starting to create a conversation. Now I'm close to the sea. Well, do you love sunbathing or do you like jet skiing? So all of a sudden we're starting to create a conversation without trying to sell a product, because what we're basically doing is just opening up a conversation by looking at the location, because we want to know more about your customer. By understanding a location, we can also attract good leaders into the business. And the reason I'll put this in here is because if you look at sales, those are people that understands selling products. Very few salesmen will go hungry because they'll always know what to sell and look for always for great opportunities. And they're always looking at staying in the best area. So location plays a vital role by looking for the right customer. So how do you look at it in Facebook? So let's say, for instance, I've gone into a Facebook page and I've gone into the Billionaires Mindset. So when you go into any of the groups, click on members, and then you can look for people near you. I'm just using that as an example. So if you want to work with people in your area, which is near you, and you look at a 50-kilometer radius, you can then start understanding the location. So for instance, I'm in Durban, and I understand we've got Umhlanga Rocks where their wealthy is. We've got the Hillcrest where the rich are, and we've got the people that's average. And certain streets and certain suburbs, we know which people we want to target. So those are things that we can look at by applying the Lord approach by location in the Facebook page. So here's Ron, he stays in Durban. He's got 295 followers in his business, or following him in his own personal business. So it really tells me a little bit more about Ron. I can see he's got an Instagram page. I want to check him out a little bit more. He's on LinkedIn. He's on Twitter. So you can start seeing what type of person Ron is by understanding how to look for social media. Because the first thing what I said, we're going to look for location. But when you open up his page, you can see all the different other stuff that's coming through to start creating a conversation going forward. So now let's look at our occupation. Why is occupation important? Is anybody that wants to answer that question?
What was the question again, Ron?
why is it why is an occupation important when you want to deal with a person?
So we can understand his needs.
That could be.
Well, maybe the person wants to change from M1 to M3. Or maybe that also says that the person has money, or also it says that the person is willing to work.
Really, you're 100% correct. But what I'm trying to show you here is that's what we want to bring in, but we want to identify why is his occupation important to us. So if he's, let's say for instance, if he's a welder or he's a plumber, is he going to be suitable for our business?
No, he will not be suitable for our business. But it depends. If he's looking for an extra income, yes, he could be.
Correct. So we could approach him, but he can maybe be, he might be the plumber, but he's got his own business, but he might have a team because he understands risk. So those are little things that we have to look for in occupations. So what occupation will be suitable for our type of business? What would you say?
People in network marketing, people in sales, people self-employed entrepreneur.
100%, really, even coaches. Corey, did you want to say something? So you see, all of a sudden, we're starting to think who we want in our business. So let me show you some couple of pointers. Yeah, I look at people in occupation using social media. So let me ask you this. If you look at this screenshot of mine in Facebook, what's the first thing that comes to mind? What would you look for in Ron? If you look at this platform, this screenshot.
You like to live, you like to have fun. You're a vibrant person.
What else?
Enjoy life, yeah, good. Also, outdoors, nature. I don't know if it's my vision of life, love, have fun.
Freedom, laptop lifestyle, because you like to maybe have fun and travel and be free.
But for me, the most important part is all of that is correct, but I want to know what the catchphrase is, because that tells me more about the person. And I said, develop effective habits and behaviors, join my mastermind group.
Laugh and have fun.
100%. You see, now you can start creating a conversation. So I say to you, Mona, is, well, I looked at your profile. It says, live, laugh, and have fun. Can you tell me more about it? I mean, I'm intrigued. So what you're doing is you're looking at these Facebook page by creating a conversation, because he feels it important, because what we're trying to do is create a conversation to make the other party feel important by applying the occupation in his business. But at the same time, as you said, Rini, a laptop lifestyle. But I can also see he's having fun, sitting with his wife. He's a family person. He's outgoing, and he loves the seaside. So all of this is starting to create certain skill sets by helping people to come into the business. You want to say something, Rini?
Yeah, you're into personal development, the effective habit and behavior.
9%. So now you're starting to build a relationship with the person you got into Facebook, because you're now starting to see what his trends are. Now, what's also important is, if I go more into Ron's business, because I've figured out the other guy loves the laptop lifestyle, let me see what else he's got. All of a sudden, I pick up, he's got a contact details and there's his WhatsApp number. So I don't have to go through Messenger. My chances, if I send him a direct WhatsApp, he's going to respond. Do you agree with me? But John is also in financial literacy. So now I can start creating questions. Tell me more about financial literacy. Can you help me with bonds? I can say, no, well, look, I'm more into helping people understanding their budgets, or whatever the reason is, by using certain tricks in social media to get conversations going. Look at the profile picture. Is that person professional? Is he enjoying his life? What type of person are you looking for, who you want to work with? So let's go into the LinkedIn pages. So now I can go into LinkedIn. I can find out what his contact is. I can find out his banner looks good. He's got a website. He's got a telephone number. He's got an email. And he's got a Twitter address. So all of this can help us grow by creating new conversations with a particular prospect. So that is one way of generating information, by looking at the occupation. But let's look at the other part. Is Ron, he's got more than 500 connections in LinkedIn, which means he might have a huge followers, and he might be the right person we want to bring into the business to make our life easy. So those are things that we have to look at. We can also go then into LinkedIn, and we go into the search engine, and we can type in marketers. And I'll put marketers near me. Yeah, we've got 210,000 people that does marketing. Now we've established, we've got a page where we can look at people who are marketers. We can now identify what type of marketing they do, and we can send them a message and connect with them. We can filter their positions, and we can do 3 or 4 or 5 demos or 20 demos on LinkedIn, 20 with Facebook, and 20 with Instagram. So here's a couple of things that we can grow our portfolio by just thinking smart. So on the recreation, look what hobbies the prospects are interested in. Do they love mountain biking, sailing, walking, sitting on the beach? All of this plays a vital role to find new leads, new prospects to make your business work. Always relate with an appropriate script. So now let's look at the recreation for Jay Smart. Now, Jay Smart, I've picked up his recreation is he's a network marketer, and he's health and wellness. So he's always into some form of health. His main goal is to achieve certain successes, but his main thing is he likes to travel. So my question to Jay will be, is hey, Jay, I've been following you on Facebook. I see you in health and wellness. Where have you traveled all over? And what place did you stay in which you enjoyed the most? So those are things that we can help our business grow by getting people to buy into us, that we make them feel more important about themselves. So let's look at this guy, Ron. He loves the beach. So I will go there and says, hey, Ron, I see you're a real beach bum, and that must be your wife enjoying the sun with you. Which beach are you on? Well, I'm sitting in Cape Town and having fun. I've taken a 10 days break, and just using the different dialogue and working with a person by just creating that conversation. The biggest problem is a lot of people don't understand what their desire or dream is. And this is what's very important when it comes to a dream, to figure out how can we find out what that person's dream is? And sometimes we have to go deep into certain social media platforms to find out what that person's real dream is. He might love music. He might be an artist. He might be a guitar player. I mean, or he must just be a good public speaker. Is we need to find out what is his dream and how can we tap into his dream to give him that opportunity to move into the next level. So I'm just using myself again. And I found this quote. It says, to live a life of abundance and having time, money, and freedom. So that might be Ron's dream, it might be his wife's dream, but might not be your dream, but relate to that person to make him feel important in what he wants to achieve, so that you can bring him into your business to show him all the opportunities, how to get into the next level. There's another person in here. I can see he's a professional video gamer. He just traveled 6,000 miles to a journey to get into a championship. So I can say, hey, Matt, I'll see you travel to England. How was it? Did you win the tournament? All of this just helps you out to create that need that people want. And that this prospect always feels that he's needed. So those are things how you can apply the Lord approach. So let's look at one of the scripts. You have to start off by looking for a person. And I would say, hey, Chaz, I know that this might sound crazy as we don't know each other, but I'm on a mission to fill social media with love and eliminate fear. So wanted to reach out and see if you are and your family are safe and well in these trying times. So what we have to do is create that script out and wait for them to answer. Do not answer the script for them. And start the conversation and bring in the Lord approach. So when they come in with, let's say, for instance, the Lord approach, and I'm just using this as an example. I says, oh, I see you live in South Africa. Do you mind if I share an exciting business opportunity with you? You are one of the first people in South Africa I wanted to tell about. So it doesn't matter if it's health and wellness or script or crypto or whatever, or it could be courses or it could be Noble Goldman. All it is creating the right script, the right opportunity to invite them to a presentation, not to sell them the product. So guys, any questions on this presentation?
Thank you, Ron. Great presentation. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mona. Rini, do you want to add anything? I think she just said. Fikiri, do you want to add something?
That's a great presentation, Ron.
Thanks, Rini.
I think that's very helpful for people to see the summary of